My parents skipped my PhD defense to watch my sister's yoga recital. I didn't argue, I just stopped including them in my life. 18 months later, the calls started flooding in. I spent 6 years on my dissertation, Climate Adaptation Strategies for Coastal Cities, Real Solutions that Could Save Lives. My defense was scheduled for March 8th at 2 p.m. I told my parents 2 months in advance, sent them the formal invitation, even offered to book their hotel. Mom's response? That's the same day as Brianna's studio showcase. She's demonstrating her new flow sequence. My sister teaches yoga. She has showcases every month, sometimes twice a month. This was my one defense, ever. The culmination of 6 years of research, sleepless nights, and maxed out student loans. Dad chimed in on the call. You understand, right? Brianna really needs our support right now. She's been working so hard on this routine. I sat there in my cramped studio apartment, surrounded by stacks of research papers, and just said, sure, no problem. We'll make the next one. Mom added brightly, there is no next one, but I didn't bother explaining. I told them not to worry about it, told them I'd send pictures. Defense day came. I put on my only suit, the one I'd bought on sale 3 years ago, took the subway to campus. My hands were shaking as I set up my presentation in the conference room. I presented to a panel of 5 professors and about 30 attendees. My advisor sat front row, nodding along. My research partner was there with her parents, who'd flown in from Ohio. My old roommate from undergrad drove 4 hours from Philadelphia just to watch. Row 3 had 3 empty seats. I'd reserved them weeks ago, put little name cards on them. Dr. Patricia Chen and guest, Dr. Robert Chen and guest. Those cards sat there the entire 2 hours, facing an empty row, but I crushed it anyway. Answered every question, defended every methodology, explained every data point with clarity I didn't know I had. The panel deliberated for 20 minutes. When they came back, Dr. Morrison, the toughest professor in the department, actually smiled. Congratulations, Dr. Chen. You've passed with distinction. This work is genuinely groundbreaking. The room applauded. People shook my hand. My advisor hugged me. My roommate took photos. We went out for drinks after. It should have been perfect. That night, around 11 p.m., Mom texted, how'd it go? 5 words. 5 hours after my defense ended. No, sorry, we missed it. No, wish we could have been there. I stared at that message for a full minute. Then I typed back, good. That was it. That was all she got. The next morning, I went through my phone methodically, removed them from my emergency contacts, changed my settings so their calls wouldn't come through as priority, unfollowed them on Facebook and Instagram, didn't block them, just stopped looking. I stopped calling every Sunday, stopped sending updates about my job applications, stopped existing in their world the way they'd stopped existing in mine. 3 weeks later, Dad called. I let it ring. He left a voicemail asking why I'd been so quiet. Didn't mention the defense, didn't apologize, just wondered why I wasn't calling. I deleted it. 4 months later, I got a book deal. A publisher wanted to turn my dissertation into something accessible for general readers, policymakers, city planners, real people who could actually use my research. I signed the contract in my new apartment. Bigger place, better neighborhood. Finally making actual money as a research consultant. Mom found out through my aunt and sent a text. Heard about your book. That's wonderful. I read it, didn't respond. 8 months after that, my editor called on a Tuesday morning. You're not going to believe this. The Atlantic wants to feature your work. Full spread, cover story. They're calling it one of the most important climate pieces of the year. I actually sat down on my kitchen floor. The Atlantic, the magazine I'd been reading since college. My research, my face, my name. The article went live on a Thursday, 6 pages. Graphs from my dissertation, photos of me at coastal sites, a pull quote in massive font. Dr. Patricia Chen's research could reshape how we think about climate adaptation. My phone started buzzing at 9 a.m. By noon, I had 50 missed calls. Mom, Dad, Brianna, Aunt Linda, cousins I hadn't spoken to in years. Even my high school guidance counselor somehow found my number. They left voicemails, long ones, crying ones, proud ones. We always knew you'd do something amazing. Can't wait to tell everyone about our daughter, the famous scientist. I sat on my couch, watching the notifications pile up, and answered exactly 0 of them.